damage dealt to the dragon was instantly regenerated. And then, oh, look, another cut and the dragon has now been defeated, rendering this run complete. Not quite a world record, but you're getting there, I guess. All jokes aside, I got a few good laughs from this run, and I think it's great that this dude's pursuing a dream to become a pro. The next speedrun has a little less to it, but I thought it was pretty interesting. This one comes from Mr. TD Plays Games. Just like the last run we looked at, this one is done on Pocket Edition.
I'm gonna get this cash, or whatever it is.
Phone, due to the dimensions of his screen. This one is very blatantly fake, to the point that it must be irony. This guy spawns in the world and walks directly to a desert.
That might be weed.
Some weed. Okay, well that's not too suspicious. Oh, and
that's
in the first
crap
chest
as
he
nothing.
opens, there's everything you could possibly need to beat in Minecraft. I should probably remind you that these
I'll
are
get on.
not realistic items to get from a village chest. In fact, this is probably the furthest thing from realistic. This irony. This guy spawns into the world and walks directly to a desert village where he collects some wheat. Okay, well that's not too suspicious. Oh, and in the first chest he opens, there's everything you could possibly need to beat Minecraft. I should probably remind you that these are not realistic items to get from a village chest. In fact, this is probably the furthest thing from realistic. This runner and his llama skin continues to put his newfound diamond armor on, and then walks about 10 blocks before digging down into the stronghold. Okay, well none of that is very subtle, but at least the dragon fight is legitimate. The only problem with it is the fact it takes 4.5 minutes to complete, a very long time in comparison to the mere minute it took him to collect all of the things necessary for finding the stronghold. And of course, this run was rejected. The next speedrun we'll be looking at comes from a runner named Drem. Drem and his random seed 80% glitchless run of Minecraft Java 1.16 was exposed to be fake by
we ain't getting out today, boy.
Comment section.
We're not allowed to get out.
The public's eyes when YouTuber Zyphon made a video where he broke down the run and explained why it was fake. If you've already seen Zyphon's video, rest assured that I'll be presenting the information in the phone. If you haven't, I definitely recommend you go check it out after this video.
See ya, I'm driving the butt.
It's clear that the accusations made against Drem are of course claiming that he faked his run, but more specifically that he used a set seed, meaning that the world seed Drem used was not actually random, like the speedrun.
No! No! See ya!
Speedrunner friend had chosen this seed well before his run attempt, and had taken the time to practice on it and determine the location of vital landmarks such as shipwrecks, villages, ruined portals, nether fortresses, and of course the stronghold that pretty much marks the end of a run. So how do we know that Drem was using a predetermined seed? Well, our first major clue actually comes from the loading animation that pops up on screen when you're first generating a new world. When you generate a world, this white square appears briefly in a specific location on the border of the outer square, before zapping to the center and continuing to enlarge and change color. The location of the initial appearance of this white square stays the same every single time you generate a new world using the same seed. So, for example, if I were to have a specific seed to use, the loading animation would always be the exact same. If I generate a
Are you okay?
White inner square doesn't first appear along the edge.
Go on, get on quickly.
It appears in the center. When you create a new Minecraft world using the same seed that Drem used, the white square appears in the corner, not in the middle. So that's a lot to take in considering that it's just a blue screen. But this alone pretty much confirms that the run was
It's gonna attack this attack, but yeah, I'll try it again.
So now let's move on to points that are more based on assumptions and common sense. Like animation, which is mostly objective.
Where did you go?
Fairly normal.
What did